Hey, it's Carrie here, and we are going to do a quick tutorial on how to upload your intro video, profile video, demo video up to YouTube so that you have a link that you can use when you are putting yourself up on a tutor site or applying for jobs that require some kind of introductory video or a demonstration lesson of some kind. So the reason that organizations, schools, platforms will do this is because they don't want to be housing all of that video content themselves. They want you to put it over on a video site and then just link to it through their site. So that's one reason why you may be doing this. Now, you may be creating your video on your phone. And if that's the case, then you want to make sure that you get the video off your phone and onto your computer, because we're going to be going through this process on your laptop or your desktop. So here we are, and this is, you will need to set up a Gmail account or a Google account to get a YouTube channel. And it doesn't mean that you ever have to use Gmail as your email server, but you do have to have an account with them to create a YouTube channel. So you will want to go do that first. And once you've done that, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Here we go. We're going to be up here over in the upper right-hand corner. We're going to click on Create. So upload videos. Now, I recommend that you take your video from whatever device you recorded it on and put it onto that device and keep it on your desktop for the purposes of this tutorial. So it's easy to find, basically. So once you've clicked on upload videos, just select files. And I'm going to go to my desktop. And here it should be, will look like an MP4 or an MOV file. And I'm going to click on that, go down to upload. And I'm going to be taken to the next stage of the upload process, which is where I give the details of my video. Now, if you don't really plan on having people go to YouTube to find this video, but rather you're going through this process because the platform that you plan on teaching on requires you to have a link to your video in your profile, then you don't need to get too worked up about the details of this, but you definitely want to put your name, English teacher, and then maybe Preply or something like that. Now, if you do plan to at some point have people go to YouTube and view your video on that platform, you might want to take your written introduction or profile, your teacher profile, and just paste it into this section here. So if you're only doing this so that you can have that link to get yourself set up on one of the other platforms, it's not super important that you fill out the description area here, because the description area is actually not going to show up on that platform. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste exactly my title into this description so that I have something there. Then as we scroll down, you can see this video is still rendering, but once it does, it's going to give me several different thumbnail options. The thumbnail is this picture looks like before you hit play on the video. So that thing that's the screenshot or whatever that you're going to see. Now, while this is doing this, because oftentimes you guys know how many videos I make, I end up with videos where I'm like, you know, it's not pleasant. It doesn't do it for my ego, okay? So I'm going to quickly show you how you can create your own thumbnail while this continues to populate. Okay, so here we go. This is my desktop. This is where I have the video stored. So I'm going to open the video, and this video is an interview that I did with a gentleman who was teaching at Tutor. And I'm just using this because this was the video that I had available to me. I didn't really need to make an intro video. So here's what I have. So I want to make a thumbnail so that I control how my video looks in that first shot. Okay, so what I will do is once I make a video, I will come in and I will sort of very quickly scroll through and just stop the video at different places. Like maybe because this is about me, I will just find a shot of me that I'm satisfied with. This is fine. I don't take a lot of time to do this. You can take as much time as you want. But now that I have a picture of me looking pleasant, then I could use this as my thumbnail. So now what I'm going to do, because I filled up my entire screen with this video, is I can just take a screenshot of this. And on a Mac, all I have to do is hit Shift, Command, and the number 3. And you can see down at the bottom, it took a screenshot. So here we have the screenshot, and you can see there's some things on here that are distracting because I was using, because I'm recording this. You won't have these because I'm recording this as we go along. So I need to get rid of those things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my cursor and outline the area that I can get for my thumbnail. And maybe it's probably a little bit more, I'm gonna want my name to be included in there. So this is probably about the size of a thumbnail. And once I do that, I can come up here and go File, Edit, my apologies, Edit, Copy. And then I can do New from Clipboard. And you'll see now I have the size that I want. Now I can, this is untitled, so let's give it a title. I'm just going to call it Carry YouTube, and that's going to save to most likely my desktop. We'll see where we can find that. Then I need to go back into YouTube and see where it's at. It's probably already uploaded. We'll see what images it gives me. And if I don't like any of them, I can now use this one. Okay, so here we are back in YouTube, and the images that I got are of Joe. Let's go ahead and change this and make this the image of me. And there it is, Carry YouTube. Okay, so now instead of the ones that it gave me, I have the picture of me up there. And of course, this is a very long interview, 42 minutes. Yours is not going to take so long because yours probably less than a minute. This is going to go very fast for you. So don't think this is an arduous experience. It's not. Now let's scroll down. And because there are parental controls on YouTube, you want to just say, no, this isn't made for kids. Unless you are planning on teaching kids, it doesn't really matter. You can have it. Yes, it's made for kids. This is just all about the parental controls. And I'm going to assume you didn't say anything inappropriate in your introductory video. So you'll have no trouble even if a kid were to see it. Here, you don't really want to add subtitles to it. You can, although that makes things much more complicated and you need to go in and make sure that it's saying the right things, especially since this is going to be used for English speakers. If for some reason the artificial intelligence that does the translation and the subtitles doesn't do that well, then it's not a benefit to them. So I would say skip all of these things. You're not going to need them. Checks, copyrights, this is you, so that's also not going to be something that's going to affect you. You do want to make this public. So you want to make sure that you put this in the public space. Don't worry about people finding it. It's very unlikely that they're going to. There's probably billions and billions and billions of videos on YouTube by now. You just want to get the link, and here it is. This is the whole reason we did this, is so that you could get this link here, and you can either hit that button, which will copy it, or if you want, you can go ahead and copy and paste it. Now we're going to publish that, and it'll give me again the link. If you wanted to, you could share it on your socials and do whatever. But now you can take that link and share it with anybody that you want. If you go over here now to content, you will see that the last thing that you uploaded was the video. And you can go in, you can edit it, you can change what you've said about it. You can make it unlisted if you want. I don't necessarily recommend that for this purpose, but you can make any changes that you want. And if you ever forget that link, you can always come back in here and it will give it to you again. So there you go. That is your tutorial on how to upload a video to YouTube.